Hello and welcome to the Diana Scorn of the Moon Champion Preview. In this video I will showcase all of Diana's abilities and give my own 2 cents on each of them. To start out, we have her passive, Moon Silver Blade. Every third attack causes her to do magic damage in a small cone in front of her that scales per level and 60% of her ability power. I find this to be a very good tactic when picking at a target in lane. You attack a minion twice and then you hit the target. This ability also is great for taking out structures, since every third strike it will proc its magic damage to a set limit. Next we have Crescent Strike. Crescent Strike is a skill shot in Diana's main form of damage. Upon using Crescent Strike, all enemies hit by the arc and at the AoE at the end are afflicted with the debuff Moonlight, which we will get to later and what it is able to do. Upon leveling, it will lower cooldown and increase magic damage by 80% at the AoE radius at the end of the arc, and also gives vision for 3 seconds. Next, we have Pale Cascade, which causes 3 orbiting spheres around Diana that last for 4 seconds and detonate on contact with enemies. This contact will cause a small AoE of magic damage and proc to all targets nearby. This also gives her a small shield that does get refreshed after all 3 spheres are detonated. Now, upon leveling, you are increasing your mana cost, increasing the strength of the shield, then the magic damage, and the maximum magic damage. The shield scales at 40% of your bonus ability power, the minimum magic damage per orb scales at 20%, and the maximum for all 3 orbs scales at 60%. Next, we have Moonfall, Diana's main form of CC. This draws all nearby enemies and slows them to Diana. This has a quite large radius around Diana and gives you the ability to CC a target and get them in part of a combo. Upon leveling, this will lower the cooldown and increase the amount of slow, and allows you to keep an enemy where you want them long enough for you to get off a small combo. This does not pull over walls, and it does not interrupt spells that are channeled. Now, what I mean by that is things such as Lux or Fiddlesticks, they will still have the ability to channel their ultimates. Now remember, this is from beta, so everything is subject to change. We also have Lunar Rush, Diana's ultimate. Now, the ultimate allows you to dash to your target and deal a small amount of magic damage. Now, if they have the debuff from your Q, Crescent Strike, this allows you to not have a cooldown upon using, which allows you to use it twice in a row. Now, upon leveling, this gives you higher mana cost, lower cooldowns, and a drastically increasing amount of magic damage. The scaling on this ability is for about 60% and is used in her combo quite well. Now, for Diana's combo, you can start it one of 2 ways. You can start it by landing your Crescent Strike and going in with Lunar Rush and start attacking your target, use Moonfall to pull them back into Pale Cascade, and stay on your target long enough to land Crescent Strike again, and use your Lunar Rush to finish them off, or to keep up with them if they flash. There's also another combo which starts with Moonfall pulling them to you, using Pale Cascade, and as they run, you do the same thing. You use Crescent Strike to apply the debuff of Moonlight and use Lunar Rush. Now, Lunar Rush in lane is very, very effective. You can hit someone with Crescent Strike and then double tap your Lunar Rush or just single tap it to actually do quite a bit of damage. Now, this can also be targeted on minions, so you can target the enemy and then target a minion to get to safety. Thank you for watching this Diana Champion Preview. If you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. If you want to stay current, subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later.
Ha! Knock, knock. Who's there? The moon. It's far away. You were alone the